Hey everybody, welcome to another Prison Break review breakdown with me, Scotty V, and good old King Kansas. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent, Scotty. I can't wait to get started here, Pain and all, I'm still excited.
Oh, are you? Really?
Come on, Scotty. Episode number 4.
Crazy episode.
And all I have to do, Scotty, to interrupt you before we start, all I'm going to say, and you guys are going to hear it, we're geniuses.
Just a little bit, not entirely
And
geniuses.
you'll find out why, because when me and Scotty say something, it's like we've written the script for the show. We know what the hell we're talking about. Right, Scotty?
Yep.
Okay? Even on our worst day, we're the best.
We're always the best.
Okay, Scotty. I'm sorry, Scotty. Continue, buddy. The king will be quiet. If you could. If you can.
If you could. Okay, so another good episode for Prison Break.
Phenomenal.
So yeah, it was just crazy. Paul was there. I'm just gonna say that. And
he got what he deserved.
Yes, Teabag as well was
Excellent.
there. Was helping out Sarah, surprisingly.
Yep, they were working together.
Thinking that he's gonna pull some weird thing that he always does, but he's actually helping her out.
Yep.
So he's going towards the light, as he says.
Redemption, Scotty.
Yeah. So we're gonna go back to Syria.
Yep.
Lincoln and
Sheba
were in the hospital.
Yep.
Because she was just.
She got beat up good, guys, the last episode, as you guys remember.
And so Lincoln was there, and her family came.
Her father came.
Thanking Lincoln, and they can get like a pardon and all that.
Yeah, that was the thank you, right, Scotty? That he says, for saving my daughter's life, I think I can do something for you.
Yeah. So later, then we go back to the prison with Michael, the Bin Laden wannabe.
Mr. Ramil, or whatever the hell his name is.
Ramil.
See, look, I got it this time.
Man, we always forget his name.
Bin Laden.
And then the two other goofballs with
his buddy.
Michael.
His I want to say he's Australian. Is he Australian or Brit? I don't even know what the hell he's from.
The Asian guy?
There's an Asian guy. Yeah, that guy's from. You know where he's from, Scotty? He was the bad guy from one of the Fast and Furious films.
Oh, was he? I don't watch Fast and Furious.
He's the guy with the Honda. Don't worry. Scott doesn't watch Fast. I know who it is. Don't worry, you didn't pull the fast one on the king.
So
so his buddy, the Bin Laden guy, Michael, they're across from each other in that lockup, right?
That's right, and that solitary thing.
Yeah, solitary confinement.
The one where the bad guy was.
Yeah, that was Michael's old cell. That's what Scotty's trying to say.
Right.
Michael had rigged it to get out, and we found out in a flashback, right, Scotty, that I want to call him the rat, the one who was talking crap to his buddy, who was kind of saying, you know what, he's going to leave you and
stuff. The Christian one.
Yes, you've seen in the flashback, guys, that he had asked him to help him because it was a two-cell break or something to kind of get out, and he was a douchebag. He didn't do it.
And so Michael had a spoon, and he had string from his uniform.
That was crazy.
For the 4 years.
I thought I was watching MacGyver.
I think, I know, right?
Wasn't it Scotty? Wasn't it cool? Back to his tricks.
So they were there. The guards abandoned their post.
Yes.
Because they're a little chicken. They're scared they're going to get bombed.
Yes, that's exactly right, Scotty.
So they all left except for the one guy. The guy with the mustache left with the keys.
He locked them in.
He locked them in.
Yeah.
And he escaped, and then ISIS shot him dead. Because he had a police uniform.
On the stripe on his leg.
On his pants. So then they thought he was an officer. They killed him. And then Lincoln was following him because he needed the key.
Yes, because he found out that from the other prison guard inside that this guy has the key. So Lincoln's chasing this guy, and that's when Lincoln kind of held back, and then he used the bubblegum kid.
The bubblegum kid. And he said, listen very carefully. We don't know what he told him, but then the kid went to the ISIS guys and said, hey, listen, there's an American around the corner. Go get him.
That's right.
And then the ISIS scattered. They went to go look for him, and he grabbed the keys.
Exactly.
And then Lincoln gave him a pack of Tic Tacs with, I think, a $100 bill wrapped around it. And then
good move.
And then the little kid's like, bubble gum, man, Tic Tac, something.
Yeah, I don't know. He was just rambling, whatever. He was just happy to get his candy, man.
Yeah.
Just like any kid would be.
That's right. And then riots were starting to go off in the prison.
Yes.
With that so-called Christian guy.
Yeah, the Christian rat dude that was feeding like crap to the other guy. Yeah, he started to do like a rally around, and he was trying to convince the jail guy. The last prison guard, hey, you're with us, you know what? We need a bargaining chip.
Yeah, you have my word? Yeah, right, snaps his neck.
Yes, he did.
And then
took his gun, right?
And then Michael and all of them are crapping themselves because
time's running out.
Because they're gonna go there to kill Ramal.
What they wanted to do was, guys, is use Ramal as like a bargaining chip to the ISIS guys coming in. Listen, if you want this guy alone, you got to spare our lives so they can use him basically. Michael knew that, and that means Michael was done. If that happened.
Right. So then they ended up escaping after like a very long time of taking the.
Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, he had to convince Ramal or Ramil, whatever the hell his name is.
Ramal.
Yeah, to don't worry, he'll get him out if he gets his cell. Which I don't know if that's still true because he said that his cell doors, those little latches, could get unlocked easier because it was the original. Because his cell apparently was the new ones that wasn't easy to do so. He did it, and then he still let the rat son of a gun out.
Michael knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh, he's smart, man. I'm telling you, that man thinks 10 steps ahead, Scotty.
So then they escape from their cells. They're trying to run away from the riots.
That's right.
And then the other guy that they were beating up earlier killed him.
Yes, the one who's a little unique.
Yes,
that
one.
But you didn't get to the part that how he killed him.
He was hiding underneath the bed, right?
No.
Well, he was hiding under something.
On the street. Ramil got killed on the street. Don't you remember when Link showed up? Because Link chased him when you seen him escape. Because Michael and those guys with Ramil went, and Michael gave a note to that Asian guy that you're thinking that, the hell?
That's different. That's different.
That's Ramil. I'm talking about Ramil. You're talking about
the Christian guy.
The rat.
Yeah.
The rat. Sorry, guys.
They stabbed him. They killed him.
Delete.
We'll get to that part.
Sorry, Scotty. I was a little excited. Yeah, I told you, I'm excited.
Yeah, so then they kill him. They escape.
In the prison, you're right.
The prison. And then all the prisoners escape.
Yep.
And Lincoln is there screaming for Michael. Michael sees him, but jumps.
Exactly.
And then they run away. Now we go to that part where
they're being chased in the streets by those ISIS guys, and Link's following too.
That's right. And the Asian guy is eating fruit. It was part of Michael's
plan. Because he was doing fruit and he was also popping pills.
Yeah.
Like everybody he was a drug addict, guys. That he's recovering, and and that's what he was doing. And Michael used that as a cover to kind of say, here's a note.
Go find our weapons.
To kind of gain the trust of Ramil. To say, hey, you know what? If any of the guys fall, have your guys shoot them.
Yeah.
But
so what happened was he went away because he had the note. He found the weapons. And then as they were running, Ramal's ISIS goons, that's a proper word of putting it, surrounded them and made them bow.
Yep.
And he had a knife to Michael's throat.
That's right.
And I guess who showed up just in the nick of time? Lincoln, his brother.
Good old Link to save the day, Scotty.
And then Lincoln is like, drop your weapons. They all drop their weapons because they're little chickens.
And Scotty mentioned that meanwhile, before he had Michael Neal and the guys there, because he was going to probably set an example of them, he pulled out his cell phone to record it on camera.
That's right. Good.
Yep. That's very important to know, guys, because it plays a big point later on. Because that's what all these terrorists, so-called, do.
Yeah. So he had a camera recording, which I totally forgot they were doing. Lincoln obviously made everyone drop their weapons.
Oh, he took out whatever, and he got the gun on the truck.
Yeah. So then what happened was, as the knife was on Michael's throat, one of Michael's buddies,
the guy that British guy that I was telling you guys earlier about.
So he was explaining his backstory and how he went to jail.
He was telling us some story. I go, what's this guy for real? This guy lost his mind, Scotty,
He accidentally killed someone in a bar fight.
Yeah.
So then as Ramal...
In a similar situation, right?
That's right. As Ramal pulled the knife out like that, he grabbed it, twisted his arm, stabbed him right in the
and the thing is, too, Michael kind of uttered something before that even happened. He goes, you don't have a chance. You better stop.
Yeah, he's like, you're going to lose. And then Ramal's like, oh, you should listen to your buddy.
Yeah.
And then Michael's like, I'm not talking to him.
Exactly. And boom.
That's when
that was badass.
And then Lincoln shot everybody before the bullets ran out. And then they escaped.
And was it that part that he said that, who the hell's that guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Who the hell's that guy? But then after we cut to Theodore Bagwell.
Back in New York. At Paul's house.
Yeah, because prior, T-Bag was following him back to his house.
Exactly.
And Paul was talking to some chick on the phone. I don't know who he was
Sarah.
It wasn't Sarah.
Paul, I think it was ex-wife, because we're talking about some sort of kid custody BS.
Okay, so he's talking to one of them.
Yeah.
And then T-Bag comes in, gives him a good hit in the face.
Yep.
They talk a little bit, and then they reveal Poseidon used to be part of the CIA.
Yeah,
Now
Paul was a little too revealing. Don't you think it came at him very easily? You're not gonna just blur and just kind of say stuff like so. I don't know. Maybe Paul was a part of it, but maybe he wasn't. Maybe it's just a pawn.
Maybe, and then those
two agents, guys. Those two agents, right, Scotty?
That were in the previous 2 episodes, shot Paul right through the chest.
Yep.
And I think in the liver, I think. So he's done, but he survived the initial 2 shots.
Yes.
And
first life.
Teabag is like, no, screw you, I'm going.
Bye-bye.
He's hiding in the basement, and what does he do? Calls 911.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, there's a time for everything.
That was so classic for him to say, let's call 911, man.
Call 911. And then
Unreal.
Paul is just laying on the floor, dying, and he says something about truth and a lie. What's going to come out first?
Exactly.
The guy shot him right in the head.
Boom, boom.
That, as we assume that he got shot in the head.
Yes.
Because he got...
It was off screen, right, Scotty?
That's right. So he got killed before in the past seasons, and he still came back.
Exactly.
But for sure now, I think he's done.
No, I think that was his finale. That was his, you know what? I did my part, progress the story, get the hell out of there.
Yeah. And then, still in New York.
Yep.
The Teabag was following those agents.
He was running for his life, but then he noticed that, hey, that's those 2 agents in the truck. Let me follow them.
Yeah. So he was following them.
Yes.
And they followed them to
outside of a building, guys.
Something, yeah. There was stores there as well.
Yep.
And he was taking pictures, and the big reveal, Sarah's husband is part of this Poseidon group.
And that's why, guys, the King and Scotty V, that's why we're geniuses, because we predicted it, and we kind of said that, you know what?
Yeah, because
why, Scotty? Why do we think that?
Because why on God's green earth would you be calm if you got shot in the leg?
Exactly.
And how would you know what to do if you were in Michael's situation?
Exactly, because the way he was telling Sarah, you know what, he's thinking this way, and maybe because by doing this way, he's going to be getting this, and then he'll kind of get close to the people he needs to, and then kind of get rid of them. And it's like
that's more like
too methodical, eh, Scotty? Like you're wondering.
That's what actually he's doing, not Michael.
Exactly. So he got close to Sarah, got married to the person that he cares about, so he can use him to control him, to take his identity. Scotty, it makes sense.
Right.
To switch places with her. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much because it's going to be more reveal after that, because that's what happened in New York, right, Scotty?
That's right.
So what happens after that, Scotty? After he gets, holy crap, it's the husband.
So after Teabag takes the pictures, he's like, behold the belly or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that cuts off, and then we go back to Syria.
That's right.
Michael and Lincoln and all those other guys.
Yep.
One of the buddies is like, who the hell is this guy? And Michael's like, that's my brother.
Exactly. And that's when you figure out that Michael Schofield is Michael Schofield.
And Lincoln asked, why did you do that in the prison? It's like, you were filming me. I had to deny you.
Exactly. Because he was being very watched, guys. And Michael's not stupid. He knows. Smart man. I love that.
So he obviously denied who he was because to protect him and Sarah and Mike.
Everybody. Because he asked, did he ask Link?
How was Sarah?
Yeah, Sarah and Mike.
And Mike, he's like, they're fine.
And then he kind of briefly blurted out why he kind of did it, but he didn't get into details, right? Protect them and whatnot. And we're going to find out in episode number 5. Don't worry, guys. So relax. Hey, Scotty, you calm?
I'm calm.
Okay.
I'm calm.
And then I know they were at this hideout. And Scotty, what do they see on the TV, Scotty?
So the guy that was recording them.
That's right, the camera footage.
They were controlling the news and networks now.
Of course, like they always do, propaganda.
And they declared war on those guys.
That's right. So now they're Syria's or Yemen's most wanted list. So now it's going to be almost impossible
to get out of the country.
With no passports, airports being blocked by ISIS and whatnot. Yep. So now the fun's going to begin, Scotty.
So now they're in deep waters because now they don't have passports. ISIS is taking over the city. They don't have a plan B.
No Ramal, which was their exit strategy to help them get out, because they know, one person backstab each other, double, whatever.
Ramal was their insurance to get to the border.
Out. Now?
Nope. Now they have to find another way. They have to find Plan B.
Yep.
Which Plan B can be a lot of things. It can either stay there, die.
Yep.
Or find more terrorists to join, I guess.
Yeah, because I know there was one point at the airport, because I guess Link said save a seat for Michael and himself.
That's right.
Toshiba's father. Which now, we don't know what happens to him. Is he going to go back that route, guys, to reorganize something and get the hell out? Or are they going to go through another country
they're gonna have to go to another country.
to get the hell out.
So what they're gonna do is, what I think they're gonna go to another country that's still controlled by ISIS, not just Syria, because they're taking care
Yes,
of the Middle
too
East.
simple.
So they're gonna escape Syria,
Yep.
go to another Middle Eastern country, but ISIS has already fully conquered that country, and they haven't even realized because they don't have no TVs or anything.
Exactly, to hear the
right?
update and whatever.
So then that's gonna be even more of a challenge to get the hell out of the Middle East. So when they realize that the whole Middle East, except for like Israel or Egypt, or whatever,
the neutral states, you want to call them.
they would have to either go to Israel around there, or
Afghanistan, maybe?
maybe, but there's still war there too.
There's still war, but there's American presence there.
That's
Scotty.
true. They can find some American soldiers
Because
there.
that, Scotty, I think you're on the right money, or they're going to go to a neighboring country that's kind of social, but go to the American embassy. I just hope they don't do that same thing that they did in, I guess, one of the previous seasons. They had to go to the American embassy, but they couldn't get something out of it.
I don't remember.
Yeah, talking years ago. I hope they just don't do that. It's too easy to do. I hope they do what Scotty was saying. You know, go to another country, not realize, it's even worse here.
Yeah.
What the hell are we going to do here now?
Yeah. So they're probably I'm gonna assume that they're gonna end up in Israel or something. Or
That and
Because-
Sheba's father's going to bite the big one.
Oh yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
Because he's helping them.
Yes.
So they're gonna go to one of those countries, find nothing basically.
Yep.
Maybe go to the embassy, and the embassy is gonna be like, "Bro, what are
Sorry.
you doing here? We don't have no identification. We don't know who you are,
Exactly.
right?" Or they can, they can go to the Canadian embassy. They mentioned Canada a few times in the episode.
That's right. One of the guys was supposed to be Canadian. That his buddy.
Yeah.
So he says Canadian, which I don't believe. He has like an accent. He's like Australian or some shit, Scotty.
So yeah, I don't know where.
And don't forget too, there's always Teabag, Sucre.
Sucre, I don't know. He hasn't been there since the first episode.
So don't be surprised if they can get a phone and kind of contact him or Sarah
Maybe. He did.
and Teabag. I think Teabag's gonna get more involved, Scotty.
Going back to the prison.
Yep.
He told one of the guys to go to New York.
Mm-hmm.
If they make it all, say he's Michael Schofield and
Yes.
tell my son and my wife.
Yep.
I love them.
Exactly. So it's gonna be interesting, guys. There's so many paths now that they can take. It's incredible, Scotty.
Yeah.
You know.
So
So overall, did you like this thing?
I loved it, especially the big reveal that Sarah's husband was part of Poseidon. If you saw me, I was like, I knew it.
Scotty knew it right away, and he texted me. He goes, "Damn."
Yeah, holy crap.
And how right on the money were we, Scotty?
Big time. We were 100%.
You know? Don't ask me about number 5. It's gonna get once Scotty V and myself watch episode 5, then we're gonna tell you we think is gonna happen in number 6.
That's right.
Right, Scotty?
That's right.
Okay, guys.
All right.
I think I'm done.
You're done?
I think I'm done. Okay.
All right, guys. If you like this review breakdown of Prison Break episode 4, hit a like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for next week for episode 5 review breakdown, and also our episode
32 tomorrow.
32 tomorrow, and Friday 33.
Yes.
All right, guys. Be good and keep on watching Prison Break.
You got it. Take it easy, guys.